Hey everyone, it's Mike here, and in today's video I'm going to talk about some video games that I recently found, and just to kind of go through what games I found and how much they're worth, really. I know that there's a lot of people out there that like to talk about video games, and they say, oh, they're impossible to find, and they're not impossible to find. You're going to find these at garage sales, you're going to find them at flea markets, they're all over the place, right? But they can be competitive to find if you're trying to find them in a thrift store, right? Occasionally you might find a batch, and that's awesome for sure. This is one of my top 5 categories that I saw online is video games, guys. So I have to always kind of replenish these. And these games that I have here are really, really basic, but I'm always replenishing them. I'm always getting them. And you might ask, well, where are you getting them at? I'm sniping them. I mean, what I mean by snipe, that means I'm going on eBay and I'm looking for opportunities where I could buy it at a lower price and sell it for a profit at a higher price. And you could do that via the auctions or buy it now. But yeah, anyway, enough of the sniping here. Let's get into these games. As a kid growing up, I had the NES system. And I'll never forget going to, I think it was Service Merchandise, and they had a big kiosk display set up. And I remember going over there, and it was just like, ta-da! It was like, oh my gosh, what is this system? This is insane. And I remember getting it, and I was so stoked. I brought it home, and playing Mario and Duck Hunt and all these games here. It was just fun. But as I got older, I stopped playing video games. Honestly, I was too busy. I was in school, and I was trying to make a living. I was trying to pay for car payments, and then you get a family, and it's like, who has time for this? But what's so exciting right now for me, getting these games and stuff like that, is that my son can relive them. And he's like, oh my gosh, let's get this game, and it's just fun. It's really big fun for us. It's very easy. It's a really good niche. There's lots of ways. A lot of these games, you get them, they're broken down. You got to clean them. There's a lot of tips on YouTube to learn all about that as well. But let me get into the games here. First off, this first one is it's one of the basic games. It doesn't bring a lot of money. It's the Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. And this game here, it's a pretty basic game at the end of the day, but it's a classic, right? It's definitely a classic. So you see these, pick these up. This one here was one of my favorite games, honestly. Was Q*bert. I loved Q*bert, man. I loved going to the arcade and grabbing Q*bert and just going, oh man, I played for hours, and just, it was interesting. It was challenging. So even to this day, it's just a challenging game. Q*bert for sure. Next one here is just a cult classic, Legend of Zelda. This cartridge isn't in the greatest condition. I don't know if you could tell. It's pretty rubbed off the gold there. And pretty much these games, these games go for more money, guys, when they're complete. And what that means is when the game actually comes with the original manual, the box, whatever it came with when it was brand new. But even the loose cartridges bring money, so even Zeldas are really awesome to find if you find it out there in the wild or if you snipe it for a certain price. Remember, look at auctions that have lots on eBay. You could grab these and you'd be surprised what you can get with some of these. Now, it is competitive, but there's so many games out there that you don't have enough money to go out and buy them all, right? There's just too many. The next one here is Super Mario 3, really classic game here. This was 1985. Just an awesome game. This game is actually in really good condition. The cartridge label is in, maybe, I don't even know if anybody played it, to be honest with you. It's that looking new. But a super fun game for sure. Super Mario 3, any of the Mario games, any of the Super Mario games sell on all platforms, whether it's Nintendo, NES, Super Nintendo, Nintendo GameCube, all the way up to the Wii, right? They just sell. There's a cult following. This one here is, it's a great game. Who didn't like Back to the Future, come on, man, Back to the Future, that was an awesome movie, right? Michael J. Fox, incredible freaking, just awesome movie, man. And, the third one I wasn't a big fan of, but the first two, oh man, just incredible, and it's like, you watch that movie, we watched it the other night, and I was like, oh my gosh, we got the game, and I'm like, this is what we got to do, we got to play this game, and we played it for like an hour. Back to the Future, Marty McFly, man, just awesome classic. Doesn't bring a lot of money, but it's still, to collectors or people that are buying these games or trying to relive their past, they're going to want games like that. This one here, though, I played it the other day, and I was like, this is just awesome. Burger Time. Just a fun game, it's just, you're running around, it's kind of like the Donkey Kong screen, and then all of a sudden, you got the burgers dropping, and the patties dropping, lettuce, and you got to run around before these guys get you. But this is an awesome game here for sure, and it's one of my favorites, man. Awesome arcade. I would love to have a full arcade version of this, along with Donkey Kong. But yeah, Burger Time, just awesome, pure awesomeness. So but at the end of the day, guys, you know, these are just some basic NES games. There's nothing special to these. You can find these all day long on eBay, but you got to find them for the right price point so you can turn around and flip them. You know, you're asking, where do you flip them at, Mike? I'm selling them on Amazon FBA. I'm selling them through my e-commerce site, right? I do sell some games locally, believe it or not. You know, I'm in an area here in Arizona where there's no video game store. There's a GameStop that's an hour away, and obviously GameStop doesn't sell at the one by us currently doesn't sell any retro or any older games or systems. So I kind of have a good niche going locally with it, and that might be an opportunity for you in your area. You know, I mean, believe it or not, people are hunting these down, and a lot of times they don't have a problem paying a little bit more than the e-commerce price. So remember that. But again, I want to appreciate you guys hanging out with me here today and just showing some finds that kind of means something to me, because I used to play these as a kid and it was fun, and it was just reliving these and playing them again was just super awesome. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, hit the like button. Till next time, I'm out of here. Peace.